Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and give this video a like. Imagine your teacher betting you a box of cognac that he'd stab himself in the leg in class. Crazy, right? So we went for it. He plunges the knife deep, screams, and collapses. Cue the drama. Another teacher rushes in, and you won't believe what happens next. He pulls out the knife and stabs it again. The girls fainted, the boys are speechless, and guess what? He rolls up his pant leg to reveal a prosthetic. Talk about taking the phrase leg day a bit too literally. Ever worked with a receptionist so annoying that it drives you to crime? Meet our office hero. After months of pain, one old school dude lost it during her latest selfie session. He grabbed a stapler, gave her a little love tap on those gigantic lips, and ended up doing 2 years. But wait, he didn't just get punished. He returned to a hero's welcome. Talk about the ultimate office comeback. Who knew staplers could be a part of the criminal justice system? Maybe next time, just use a post-it note.
Ever fall asleep during a movie and wake up as a Picasso painting? So I zonked out, and my 4-year-old decided to boost my beauty game. I woke up with toxic green eyebrows and lips stickier than my kids' candy wrappers. She proudly declared, "Mommy, you look so pretty." Meanwhile, I was a walking horror show. Let's just say, my scream echoed from the 1st to the 10th floor. And my husband? He's still rolling on the floor laughing. Ever had a crush on a lesbian? I did. Almost dated her until a guy swept in. He dumped me for her, only for her to shoot him down. So, I made my move, and now we're 2 months in, happy as clams. But just when I think the drama is over, a gay friend wants to meet my ex. Talk about a shocking twist. Stay tuned for season 2.
Did you ever promise to marry a hippo collector? No? Well, my sister did. Flashback 15 years. A young girl declares she'll wed only the guy with a full kinder hippo collection. Fast forward to yesterday. Her childhood crush pops the question, presenting a ring and the entire hippo collection. Talk about a promise kept. Who knew keeping your word could be so adorably? Seriously, who needs romance when you have collectible hippos? It's the ultimate love story for a hippo enthusiast. You won't believe where I found our new flutist. Picture this. A week before our big concert, our regular flutist is sick. Total drama, right? But on my way to buy bread, I hear the sweetest Vivaldi music in a dark Moscow passage. There's a 17-year-old kid, blind, in ragged clothes, playing like a pro. I felt sorry for him, so I brought him home, fed him, and bam, he learns the entire flute part in 2 days. Turns out, he's also a violin and trumpet wizard. Who knew a grocery run could change my life? Talk about talent hiding in plain sight. Ever felt like life is a roller coaster? My wife gets a dreadful infertility diagnosis. I'm bracing myself for a crying session, hugging her like a life jacket. Suddenly, she drops a bombshell. It's too late for treatment because we're pregnant. Cue my waterworks' first tears of joy and disbelief. Who knew infertility could take such a twist? So, remember folks, always expect the unexpected. Sometimes, life just throws you a plot twist you never saw coming. So, I've been eyeing this gorgeous girl at work for days, right? She's sweet, kind, and I'm in a wheelchair. Classic rom-com scenario. Yesterday she caught me staring, and I turned beet red. Today, she waltzes over, hands me a license plate that says handsome, and asks, "So, when's our date?" I mean, what? Did I just stumble into a fairy tale? I nodded like a bobblehead who needs a prince when you've got a date with destiny, and a sweet ride coming up. Life plot twist. Wheelchair, yes. Charm level, off the charts.
Ever wonder what your neighbors are up to? Well, I have a binoculars habit. Every 5 p.m., I witness an old guy busting moves and a bachelor juggling 2 ladies. I prefer the brunette. She's fire. But one apartment had curtains closed tight until yesterday. He left them open, flaunted a link, and OMG. His YouTube channel is just me, singing to my cat and hairbrushing like a pop star. I need to step up my game. Or hire an agent. Who knew I was such a star through the window? Watch out, Hollywood. For months, my husband and I were trying to have a baby, totally no luck. But then, my mom had a dream about my late dad. He gave her tiny baby sneakers and said they'd be needed soon. Fast forward 2 weeks. Surprise! I'm pregnant. Talk about a heavenly baby shower. Thanks for the shoes, Dad. Who knew parenting advice could come from beyond the grave? So, I call a hotline when I'm bored, right? Usually, it's a chill guy. But yesterday, a girl picks up. I'm trying to spill my secrets, and out of nowhere, I hear some rustling. Suddenly, a familiar voice chimes in. Hello, La Ubanya. Spill the tea. Turns out, my boring call turned into a gossip session with my friend. Who knew hotlines were just a hangout for my pals? Next time, I should just send a text. Ever come home to a trail of surprises? I did. After a long day, I find pads on the floor like breadcrumbs leading to my boyfriend in a towel. He's got a laurel wreath like he's some ancient Greek hero, a bouquet in one hand, and kinder chocolates in the other. Talk about period support. Who needs a knight in shining armor when you have a guy in a towel with it? Snacks? Seriously. Best boyfriend ever. Just wait till he finds out I didn't need his chocolate. It was all a clever distraction.
Ever thought you were a knight in shining armor? Well, I didn't either until a girl screamed "Bobblepot" and flew at me. I'm just waddling home, bundled up so tight, only my eyes are peeking out. Next thing I know, I've caught a girl on an icy street. What's your name, my hero? She asks. I pull down my scarf and reply, Alina. Her face was priceless. Maybe I'll start wearing a sign next time. Not a knight, just really cold. Imagine this. You're about to propose, music's playing, and boom, you stub your toe and faceplant into a proposal. That was my big moment straight to Knee City. As I'm groaning about my pinky, I see her shocked face. But you know what they say? No one can resist a toe-stubbing, ring-popping fool. I asked, will you marry me? And to my surprise, she said, no one would let a goof like you slip away. So, guess who's tying the knot next month? Yep, this clumsy romantic. Ever been saved by your grandpa? Imagine walking home when, boom, 4 thugs surround you. They're insulting and shoving, and you're thinking, great, I'm about to be a meme. Suddenly, Grandpa sets down the grocery bag like it's a superhero cape. 1 punch, boom, thug out cold. He dodges a punch like he's in the Matrix, and 2 gut hits later. Another one's down. And just when a knife comes out, Grandpa goes all Jackie Chan and knocks him out too. Turns out my simple grandpa is a former special forces coach. Who knew shopping could be so dangerous? Ever seen a disco turn into a Russian opera? Picture this. A tipsy Russian tourist holds the DJ hostage, begging to sing his favorite tune. Finally, they give in. Silence descends as he croons, out at night in the field with a horse. Suddenly, his friends jump in, and soon half the dance floor is belting it out. By the emotional climax, everyone's singing "I'm in love with you, Russia." Even the foreigners are in tears. Who knew a night out could turn into a national anthem? Watch out, Broadway. This disco is a serious contender.
Imagine waiting 12 years to see your paralyzed kid walk. But the moment he dashed to me yelling, "Mom, look what I can do," I totally lost it. Yep, I was crying like a waterfall. We took on the city, bouncing on trampolines and learning to ride bikes. Spoiler, I didn't fall. My heart did. But who needs a gym when your kid's victories are a full workout for your tear ducts? Happiness is when your kid's first run leaves you running for tissues. Imagine this. A bride-to-be stranded on a highway. Limousine broke down, but not on her watch. My fiancé leaps out in her wedding petticoat, drags an excavator driver out of his seat and declares, "Get out, I'm driving." She floors it. Witnesses in the bucket, us zooming to the registry office like heavy machinery superheroes. Forget the romantic arrival. This is epic. We didn't just show up, we bulldozed our way in. Wedding goals? More like wedding gigantic. Who knew matrimony could be so excavating?
Wi-Fi without a password? Perfect bait. I set it up, and my neighbor jumped on faster than a cat on a laser pointer. He's in the heat of battle, yelling at his teammates. I grab my cup of tea, ready for the show. As he's about to claim victory, I pull the plug on his Wi-Fi. The chaos that follows? Priceless. His screams echo through the walls like a horror movie. Lesson learned. Don't mess with my tea time or I might just become your Wi-Fi ghost.
Imagine running frantically through a store with "Carry on My Wayward Son" blaring in the background. That was me, until I turn the aisle into an ice skating rink. Picture this. I'm sprinting in heels, salt shaker in hand, and then, whoops, I slip, and a salt explosion happens. Instead of a dramatic showdown, the cashier bursts out laughing and says, "We don't have any demons here." Lesson learned. Heels wet floors, a recipe for disaster and laughs.